As we gather here in celebration of the weekend, filled with challenges, good morning to all the dignitaries of DICE, academic staffs, parents. I, Mr. Saurabh Mountain, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Pharmaceutics, and Dr. Nakash Nabul Agarwal National Research Center, Enepoya Deemd University, are honored to be your host for today's graduation ceremony. It gives us immense pleasure.
Remarkable journey.
It is rightly said, prayer is not asking, it's a longing of the soul. It is both an incredible expression of faith and a humble gesture of surrender towards the divine. As we embark on this new journey, let us bow our heads in unity, seeking guidance and blessings for the graduates as they step into the future. I invite Mr. Misbah of BPharm 2020 batch to lead us into prayer.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا فتحنا لك فتحا مبينا ليغفر لك الله ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر ويتم نعمته عليك ويهديك صراطا مستقيما وينصرك الله نصرا عزيزا. هو الذي أنزل السكينة في قلوب المؤمنين ليزدادوا إيمانا مع بإيمانهم ولله جنود السماوات والأرض وكان الله عليما حكيما. ليدخل المؤمنين والمؤمنات جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها ويكفر عنهم سيئاتهم وكان ذلك عند الله فوزا عظيما. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Indeed, we have given you a clear conquest, that Allah may forgive for you what preceded of your sin and what will follow, and complete His favor upon you, and guide you to straight path, and Allah may aid you with a mighty victory. It is He who sent you down tranquility into hearts of the believers. They would increase in faith along with their present. And to Allah belong the soldiers of heavens and the earth, and ever is Allah knowing and wise.
Thank you, Misbah.
Now, I would like to take a moment to enlighten the gatherings about our institution. In the year of 1991, the Islamic Academy of Education, a not-for-profit trust committed to the upliftment of minorities, was established by the entrepreneur Dr. Enepoya Abdullah Kunhi as its chairman. Within a very short span of time, achieved one successful milestone after another, which led to the development of almost 11 different constituent colleges such as Enepoya Dental College, Enepoya Medical College and Hospital, Enepoya Pharmacy College and Research Center, Enepoya Nursing College, Enepoya Research Center, and so and so. In the year of 2007, came across with an idea of development of deemed to be university with several wonderful recognitions such as NAC A+, NIRF, NABH, NABL, and many more. The main vision is to provide access to the quality higher education, ensuring equity to create a vibrant knowledge capital to create inspiring leaders of tomorrow who can take this country to the forefront of developed nations.
It gives me immense pleasure to say that Enepoya Pharmacy College and Research Center, established in the year 2017, has transformed from a small campus to a full-fledged innovative campus renowned for its marvelous infrastructure along with wonderful milestones within such a short span of time. We are very proud to mention that presently the college has D.Pharm, B.Pharm, M.Pharm, Pharm B and courses with more than 550 students and 38 research scholars. The college has received many prestigious awards and the NAAC A+ accreditation. We shall now have a brief teaser video that encapsulates the journey of our college, a testament to the excellence that has brought us to this remarkable day. It sure is inspiring to see the incredible transformation that our college has undergone. From the modest beginnings of a small building to a magnificent institute with state-of-the-art infrastructure, our college has truly grown and prospered in the blink of an eye. Throughout today's proceedings, we aim to create an atmosphere of celebration, inspiration, and pride. To welcome the gathering and introduce the guests for the day, please join me in welcoming Vice Principal of Unipaya Pharmacy College and Research Center, Dr. Ruqayya Sultana, whose guidance and leadership have been instrumental in shaping the academic excellence we celebrate today.
Faculty members, proud parents, friends, students,
the distinguished graduate of Annapaya Pharmacy College and Research Center. As the Vice Principal of this esteemed institution, it is my distinct honor to welcome you all to the second Graduation Day 2023, a day that stands as a testament to the collective efforts and achievements of our remarkable students. I greet you all at the second Graduation Day ceremony 2023. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you. Our institution teaches discipline and vigilance and aims to contribute to the betterment of society each day. Today, you all shall witness the best of our students. Today we gathered to celebrate the outstanding accomplishment of our graduates who have navigated the challenging academic journey with unwavering dedication, tenacity, and an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Your hard work, countless hours of study, and the sacrifices you and your families have made have brought you to this pivotal moment. Your presence here today is a reflection of your relentless pursuit of excellence. As we celebrate your academic achievements today, we also celebrate the promise of a bright and hopeful future. This is the beginning of new and exciting chapter in your life, and we eagerly anticipate the extraordinary achievements that awaits you. Now it's time to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar, who is an accomplished figure in the field of pharmacy. He commenced his academic journey by earning a B.Pharm degree at SCS College of Pharmacy, Harapanahalli, and later pursued an M.Pharm in pharmaceutics at KLES College of Pharmacy, Belgaum. In 1993, he embarked on a teaching career, initially at SCS College of Pharmacy and later as a lecturer at JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysore. In 1997, culminating a PhD achievement in the year of 2006. With an impressive 28 years of teaching and research experience, Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar has significantly shaped the academic and research landscape. He has guided over 80 M.Pharm students and 11 PhD candidates. Currently mentoring 4 PhD scholars at JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research. His expertise extends to serving as an approved guide for M.Pharm and PhD program at JSS Academy of Higher Education, while also examining PhD candidates at various universities. Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar's contributions to research are substantial, with a portfolio of over 162 research articles published in national and international peer-reviewed journals. He actively participates in national and international conferences, sharing his research findings globally, including notable events such as International Pharmaceutical Federation Conference in Australia, Switzerland, DuPont, and ISPOR in the USA. These international collaborations have led to a memorandum of understanding between JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysore and the Open University of Sri Lanka, fostering faculty exchange. As a life member of professional organizations like APTI, IPA, ISPA, and FIP, he actively contributes to curriculum development, serving as a member of the Syllabus Review Committee for postgraduate programs within the Pharmacy Council of India. Under his capable leadership, JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysore has consistently secured high ranking in the NEET over the past 5 years, achieving a remarkable 7th rank in the 2023 NEET ranking. As the Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy at JSS College of Higher Education, he leads the Special Interest Group for 3D printing in healthcare, introducing cutting-edge technologies such as augmented reality, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and machine learning into research projects. Now I request our Principal, Sir, to formally welcome our Chief Guest. Thank you, sir. It's my honor to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Harish K. Jain, Director of Symbiotic Laboratories, Bangalore, Karnataka, a highly accomplished professional in the pharmaceutical industry with a remarkable 31-year career. He holds a B.Pharm degree from the Government College of Pharmacy, Bangalore, and M.Pharm in Pharmaceutics from the College of Pharmacy, New Delhi, known as DIPSR, achieving an outstanding GATE score of 99.74 percentile in 1989. Mr. Jain's professional journey is marked by active involvement in various industries, associations and committees, including his role as a national president of the Federation of Pharma Entrepreneurs and positions within the Karnataka Drug and Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Association. Currently, he serves as a member of the steering committee of KDPMA and the Committee of Administration of Pharmaceutical Export Promotion Council. Beyond his industry leadership, Mr. Harish P. Jain is the Vice Chairman of the Confederation of Indian Pharmaceutical Industry and a member of CII National Committee on Pharmaceuticals. He has contributed to various expert working groups and committees, including Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, effectively representing FOP and KDPMA on state and national platforms to address critical issues in the pharmaceutical sectors. His influence extends to academia, where he serves as a member of the Strategic Planning Group for the Faculty of Pharmacy at JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research Center. Additionally, he is the Chief Advisor to the Industry Advisory Board at Amity Institute of Pharmacy, Amity University. In recognition for his contribution, Mr. Harish P. Jain received the Scotch Achievers and Order of Merit Award in the year of 2014, designating him as India's best SME. He is also a certified corporate director by the Institute of Directors and serves as a media panelist with Sansad TV. Mr. Jain's dedication, leadership and contributions have firmly established him as a prominent figure in the pharmaceutical industry and academia. He continues to play a pivotal role in addressing industry challenges and remains as influential force within various industry organizations and committees. Now I request our Principal Sir to formally welcome our guest of honor. And now it's my honor to welcome our beloved Principal Sir, whose dedication and remarkable guidance made us to reach this milestone today. It's my honor to welcome all the HODs and our distinguished faculty members. Your guidance, mentorship and commitment to the pursuit of knowledge has been instrumental in shaping the mind of our students. It's my pleasure to welcome the proud parents and family present here. Your support, love and encouragement have been instrumental in the success of our graduates. You have been a constant source of strength, and today we acknowledge the sacrifices you have made to help them reach this milestone. Last but not the least, finally I would like to welcome all the graduates today, mark the transition from academic life to a world filled with opportunities and challenges. The values you have embraced during your time here, critical thinking, the importance of empathy and compassion, and the relentless pursuit of truth will serve you as your compass in the journey ahead. In the world marked by rapid change and uncertainty, you have owned the skill of adaptability and resilience, ensuring you are well prepared for the challenges that lie ahead. As you step into this world, you carry with you the potential to make a lasting impact and effect positive change. While we, the faculty of staff, have done our part to provide you with knowledge, it is now your turn to utilize the knowledge wisely and creatively. Your accomplishment thus far is a testament to your potential, and we have every confidence that you will go on to make significant contribution to the society. Once again, I want to welcome all of you to the second graduation day. Let the celebration begin, and congratulations all the graduates. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to have with us today a remarkable individual whose dedication to academic excellence and profound impact on shaping young minds is truly commendable. Our chief guest for today's ceremony, Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar Sir, Principal and Dean, JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysuru, Karnataka. Sir embodies a legacy of unwavering commitments to education and nurturing of young intellects. It's now our esteemed privilege to invite once again Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar Sir to grace the stage with graduation address and share his wisdom with us. Over to you, sir.
As our comparers were making a mention about Enopoya and its history way back in 1991, even I collected the same information. I do not want to repeat. And as you all know, today is the era of ChatGPT. Anything and everything, ask ChatGPT, it is going to say. In the similar manner, I asked ChatGPT, what should be my chief guest address at Enopoya? Then it gave me blah, 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 so many things. I said, should I really follow ChatGPT or should I have my own way of looking at life and inspiring the young minds? And back of this auditorium in the lounge, we were also introduced to the wonderful heads of the department who are bubbling with a lot of energy and trying to do their best for all the students. They were introduced to us and we got a glimpse of what Enopoya University and what Enopoya Pharmacy College and Research Center is all about. And maybe the leadership at Enopoya has thought that though they are established themselves in the business of maybe granite or timber or whatever it is, but their heart was feeling for doing something good to the society with imparting quality education. So they have thought of for feeding a hungry person, instead of giving a fish, rather than giving a fish, if we can provide a fishing net so that he will do the fishing, fill his belly and also make a livelihood. And that fishing net is the education which Enopoya University at large is providing to the society. And again, I should thank the leadership at Enopoya for thinking of this and bringing knowledge and education to this part of the state and the country. And you all are looking at that. And this day of 31st of October happens to be a wonderful day in your life because you have completed your D.Pharm or B.Pharm and you have completed your academic accomplishments. Now you are out and you can render your services to the society. You may take up any walks of life. It can be as a pharmacist in the chemist and druggist shop. It can be a manufacturing unit or it can be a business which your family is running. But all that I tell you is be true for yourself. Be passionate about whatever you are doing. Give your 100%. There cannot be just like we have a standard saying in India of chalta hai attitude. Adjust kar lena hai. No. Never ever give up. Never ever do that. Because we have been doing all these days, let us not do in that fashion. And here, friends, I tell you, apart from your technical knowledge, my good friend Harish Jain will accept that it is also your communication skill which is very, very important. You should be able to sell yourself with your excellent communication skills. We just see as a testament our comparers, both the faculty members who are extremely good in their communication. Yeah? So you will have to have some of the role models like them and try to inculcate and it should not be a mix of your mother tongue and English. It should be a pure English so that you can attract any personality in your any walks of your life. And all that I would also say is, you have finished your journey as a student. Now your relationship doesn't end here. Your journey as an alumni of this college continues. So you need to also register in your alumni association of the college. Though you have in the second batch, you have a lot of responsibility to give back to the college in whatever the way that is possible. And today all the leading colleges and universities across the globe like Stanford, Harvard, MIT, all of them, whatever they are today is all because of their alumni. Now you are also the alumni of Innopoya Pharmacy College and Research Center, where you will be meeting your senior friends in the afternoon. Talk to them, interact with them, get motivated, get inspired, because you can give back to the college in many different forms. Please do that, and that would be a best thing that you can think of. Then you also have a lot of other things, like I always ask myself, what is the best way of giving back to the society? Say, as a pharmacist, we work on different fronts. If you are in a pharmacy counter, is it the right medicine that I am giving to the patient? If you are in a manufacturing facility, am I manufacturing following all the standard operating procedures, following the good manufacturing practice? For me, the gold standard would be if I can confidently give a tablet or a capsule that is in my store, or that I am manufacturing in my facility to my own parents, to my brother, to my sister. For me, that is a gold standard. With all due respect for the other profession, as a lighter part, we see number of cafeteria or hotel owners getting their careers from home, because they think they know how the food is being manufactured in their cafeteria or hotel. They don't want to eat that, they want to get it from their home. That should not be the case with me as a pharmacist. Whatever that I am going to make, I should be able to confidently give it to our own family members. And be positive, be optimistic, and have a nature of never giving up. COVID has taught us number of lessons for us, and across the globe only 2 industries were working and no others. In the health industry particularly, it was pharmaceutical industry, pharmacy, and the hospital. Rest all came to a halt. Though the academic institutions continued teaching in online mode, Zoom classrooms, all those things, we know how seriously it was pursued. But the moral of the story that I can tell you is, pharmacy is a one profession which is recession free. That is, nobody is going to take you out of the job as long as you have the necessary skill sets. So I tell you that this is one profession which has married both engineering and medicine, and have a wonderful knowledge about health. You can demand lot of respect in the society. So I would say that enjoy the work that you are doing in the society. Many of you would also be looking at the West or maybe in the Middle East to pursue your higher education or do a job. Wherever you are, please give your best. All that I can tell you is enjoy what you are doing, then it will not be the work at all. You'll be simply doing the work like how we used to have the child play. I come from an institution which, as the vice principal was making a mention, giving elaborate details about me and our achievements. That's an organization which has a religious history of more than 1,000 years and an education history of around 100 years. We just have 350 institutions, 1.25 lakh of students and 20,000 faculty members spread across the globe. We have our presence here in India, Dubai, Mauritius and Washington DC. So, like JSS, even Enopoya is striving hard to provide the quality education, and within a short span of say started in 2017, you could embark on amazing achievements. And while I was interacting with the principal, he was making a mention that you as a faculty and students have the highest number of publications per faculty. Can we have a big round of applause for that? It is not as simple as we say, because it takes lot of guts to come out with the scientific publications and impact journals, and also which are peer reviewed. So you are going leaps and bounds, and anything that is required on the professional front, please feel free to contact us, and wherever it is required through the proper channel, we would be more than happy to help you out. JSS is always open for the research friends or the professional support that is required for Enopoya Pharmacy College. And just we had a small meeting at Bangalore, me and Gulzar, and today I am here. So yesterday we were discussing, I said, is it possible for you to be a part of our National Pharmacy Week? So he accepted, so he will be at Mysore on 9th of November. So that is the kind of interaction that we have. Please keep communicating to each other and be good friends for yourself, make new friends, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Anything that is there, please count on your alma mater, that is Enopoya Pharmacy College. And again, I thank the proud parents for believing in the Enopoya Pharmacy College and giving the responsibility for the faculty here to groom your children. Let your children live their life. Do not impose anything that you could not do something, and we want our children to achieve that. Let them be free citizens of the country. I once again congratulate all of you for graduating a wonderful profession. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this second graduation ceremony. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your inspiring speech. Your words have left an indelible mark on our hearts and minds, resonating deeply with the values and aspirations we hold dear. I now request the dignitaries on the dais to felicitate the chief guest.
embrace the forthcoming moment of pride and joy as we begin the ceremony of awarding the well-deserved academic degrees to our remarkable graduates. On this note, I'd like to request Dr. Teresa P. Burgess, Associate Professor, Head of the Department of Pharmacy Practice at Enepoya Pharmacy College and Research Center, Enepoya deemed to be University, to present the graduates of B.Pharm 2019 batch for the collection of their academic degree as a symbol of accomplishment.
All the graduates are requested to please come forward as the registered names are announced. Mr. Abdul Manan, Mr. Abdul Wahid, Mr. Abdullah Roshan, Mr. Afla Sadin Eki, Mr. Ahmad, Miss Aisha Nasra, Miss Aisha Nasra, Miss Samran Green, Miss Sansifa PK, Mr. Ashwa Keme, Miss Sabira KP, Miss Aida, Miss Aisha Shabiba, Miss Aisha Ruslana, Miss Aishatul Faiza, Miss Chaitali Jain, Mr. Dilshad A, Miss Farah Fatima, Miss Fatima Affa, Asam. I repeat, Miss Fatima Asam. Miss Fatima Suhra Banu. Miss Fatimat Nasreen. Miss Fatimat Sahadia. Miss Fatimat Sambrina. Miss Fatimatul Arwa. Miss Kisna VP. Miss Janshina King. Miss K. Rabia Suha. Miss Khadijat Afnan. Miss Khadija MK. Mr. Muhammad Shamil. Mr. Muhammad Suhail Bibi. Miss Mariam Seba. Miss Mariamatul Afiza. Mr. Muhammad Anis. Mr. Muhammad Shakil K, Mr. Mufli F, Mr. Muhammad Gulshan, Mr. Munawir P, Mr. Murtaza, Miss Nahisa Kausar, Miss Navya K, Mr. Neil Andoni Lopez, Miss Ruswana Iyam, Mr. Sabit Ahmad, Mr. Saleh Salman, Miss Samira Esay, Mr. Shaheen Umar, Miss Shifana Shabir Ahmad, Miss Shreya R. Shetty, Mr. Umar Afsan Ali, Mr. Usmanul Affan, Mr. Vishnu Padmanabhan, Miss Nafisa Tapsira, Mr. Muhammad Abbas Abdul Bashir, Mr. K.N. Muhammad Nafi,
Diksha Rai, Assistant Professor, Head of the Department of Pharmacognosy, to present the graduates of BPharm 2020 batch for the collection of their academic degrees as a symbol of accomplishment.
The graduates are requested to please come forward as the registered names are announced. Kindly cooperate with the volunteers. Aisamat Afifa CA. Aisha Mudina. Aisha Afriza. Fatima Husna. Fatima Safa. Fatima Jasmina. Fatima Rizwana. Fatima Shifa. Miss Hafifa. Miss Hafila. Miss Halimat Sadia. Mr. Harun Rashid. Mr. Muhammad Ismail. Miss Maimunatul Misriya. Miss Maishuna. Mr. Muhammad Talwe. Mr. Muhammad Riyaz Siti. Miss Muskan Aslam.
celebrating not only the remarkable accomplishment of our graduates, but also honoring the unwavering support and dedication of their families in this journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed to honor our exceptional gold medalists, let us take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate the extraordinary dedication, passion and tireless efforts that has propelled these outstanding individuals to the summit of academic excellence.
On this note, I'd like to request Dr. Sindhupriya E.S., Associate Professor, Head of the Department of Pharmacology at Inipoya Pharmacy College and Research Center, to announce the name of the Gold Medal and Academic Excellence Award recipients. I request the guests of today's ceremony once again and all the dignitaries on the dais to felicitate the Gold Medal recipient of B.Pharm for the year of 2023-23 and the Academic Excellence Award recipient of D.Pharm for the academic year of 2021 and 22.
The outstanding students of graduating batches. The outstanding students of B.Pharm 2019 and B.Pharm 2021 batch now will be acknowledged for their remarkable achievements in their academics. Now I request the chief guest and the dignitaries to present the gold medal for the B.Pharm 2019 batch under the Faculty of Pharmacy to Ms. Ramiza. Now I request our guest of honor and other dignitaries on the dais to present the Academic Excellence Award for the B.Pharm 2021 batch to Ms. Nisma. Thank you everyone. Kindly stretch your right hand and repeat after me. I swear by the Code of Ethics of Pharmacy Council of India, KT, I shall uphold the laws and standards governing my profession. I shall strive to perfect and enlarge my knowledge to contribute pharmacy and public health. I shall follow the system which I consider best for the pharmaceutical care and counseling of patients. I shall endeavor to discover and manufacture drugs of quality to alleviate sufferings of humanity. I shall hold in confidence the knowledge gained about the patients in connection with professional practice and never divulge unless compelled to do so by the law. I shall associate with organizations having their objectives for the betterment of profession of pharmacy and make contributions to carry out the work of those organizations. While I continue to keep this oath inviolated, may it be granted to me to enjoy life and the practice of pharmacy at all times. Should I trespass and violate this oath, may the reverse be my lot. Distinguished guest of honor for this graduation day ceremony, a titan of the pharmaceutical industry, a visionary leader and a true luminary. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Harish K. Jain, the Director of Embartech Laboratories, Bengaluru, India, whose groundbreaking contributions have shaped the future of healthcare and medicine. Over to you, sir.
Good morning to you. Ellarigu namaskara. I'm so excited to be here today. I think more than the graduates and diploma graduates who are graduating today, I'm more excited. And you know why? I can see such on the back rows, all the proud parents and happy faces. I think a big round of applause to all the parents who are here. I can visualize myself last year when all my kids graduated, and so lucky I was that all the three kids of mine were graduated in the same year, one after another, and three different parts of the world. Now, having said that, I thank my good friend Guljar Bhai for having invited me here, and what a pleasure to share a dais with my guru, Dr. Pramod Kumar, and all the faculties of Yanapaya University. So happy I am today. And for me, as I told all my friends over here, all these years I was on the other side of the graduation, and this is the first time in my life I'm on this side of the graduation day. I have never attended my own graduation day till today. Except for my kids' graduation day, I have never attended any other graduation day. Now, having said that, I congratulate all the new graduates. Welcome to the profession of pharmacy. As a graduates, as of now today, you will be contributing, instead of being learning and receiving of the knowledge, you will be contributing to the profession of pharmacy by your own knowledge, skills, intelligence, and above all, you will be adding value. I think wherever I go, I always talk about being adding value. I think that's a great feeling. And being an entrepreneur, there is no other joy. I am sure, I think many of you will become entrepreneurs, whether it's a retail pharmacy or a wholesale pharmacy or a manufacturing unit or a contract research organization. And who knows, one of you might form a university like this. Now, having said, there is no other joy other than being an entrepreneur, and so happy that the entrepreneur can give jobs, and that's a most divine work. I think the God has given us an opportunity to being here. I'm sure many of you will become entrepreneurs, adding value, teaching students, and whatnot. I think this is the profession of pharmacy, which gives you so much of immense opportunities to serve the society. As a student, I'm sure many of you, I was just seeing the video where all the activities of the Yanapaya University were mentioned, and I can understand the kind of value, whether it's what are the different activities. Now, can anybody tell when the university does all these kind of activities other than being academic, what do you achieve? You become a leader. Isn't it? Otherwise, you are in your own world. You don't know what is happening around the world. And the university gives you an opportunity to serve the community other than being in the classroom. Either whether you are doing some kind of activity like when you are celebrating your pharmacist day, whether you are doing a National Pharmacy Week, or you are doing some kind of a blood donation camp, or as simple as educating public or members of the public. What is the profession of pharmacy? What kind of immense joy it can bring? I think that's a great feeling. And from today, the graduates you have a new kind of a responsibility. Having said that, I want to, as I said, wherever I go, I always talk about adding value. And how do you add value? Now, being a graduate, has your learning stopped now? No. Isn't it? I think till you die, or till I die, we keep on learning. And when I always say, which is the easiest form of learning? Anybody? Teaching is the easiest form of learning. When you teach, you will not forget what you have learned. As you teach, you also learn. And whenever many of the colleges where I go, I ask all the faculties, when you have in case you have a one hour or class, 50 minutes you teach. Last 10 minutes, you ask your students to teach their fellow students. Maybe a neighbor, by whatever they have learned in the class. And with that way, those students will never forget what they have learned. You don't even require a revision. I think straight away at the end of the year, you can straight away go to the exam. And then I think now it's a semester system. When you go to the exam or the semester, at the end of the semester, and all of you will come with the flying colors. I think that's the kind of value you can, not only that, you can add value to your own fellow students. I think this is the kind of learning what we can always do. Having said that, I think Government of India is today actually looking at pharmacy profession as an area of growth, as an area of employment opportunities, as an area of entrepreneurship. And how do you do that? When you are learning, see, you have PCI which gives you a kind of a minimum syllabus. Then your university is there which frames the syllabus based on the PCI guidelines. Can you learn much more than what you are already running? We always talk about a gap between academic and industry. Now, how do you bridge the gap? Have you know about an organization called as LSSDC? Any of you? Can you raise a hand? Life Sciences Skill Development Council. I'm sure many of you would have heard about that. If you go to their website, I think you have so many of courses, whether you can do online, offline, even the university can tie up with those organizations. And you have so much to learn over there. And that is where I think the gap between the industry and academic will be reduced. I think this is what is the profession of pharmacy, what we are talking about. And we talk about, I think our government is today talking about 2047 when we will celebrate our 100 years of independence. Now what can we do? Are we going to be still, we are proud to say that we are the third largest pharma industry in the world. Do we? But the only problem what we have is we are the 14th largest in the world. In terms of third largest in terms of volume, 14th largest in terms of value. Now, are we happy being there? India is known as the generic pharmacy of the world. Are we happy being there? I think backstage we were talking about how we can take this profession of pharmacy forward. I think the only way how we can take it forward is by innovation. And how this innovation is going to come is only through you. When we talk about innovation, are we talking about only about new drug molecules? Are we talking about only new drug delivery system? I'll tell you hundreds of examples in this country where a small innovation have made such a huge number of products where we are able to challenge the multinationals. I'll give you a small example. Around 3 decades back, there was a company called Ranbaxy. I'm sure most of you would have heard about this company called Ranbaxy. Now what this company did was, we had that proton pump inhibitor, not proton pump inhibitor, which are called as anti-acidity H1 inhibitor called as ranitidine. Everybody would have heard, because now it's almost out of the market. And now this was used for controlling your acidity, hyperacidity. Now what this company did was, they had, I think I'm talking about more than today, it might be very common, but 3 decades back, we were talking about this drug, which is moisture sensitive, one of the most sensitive drugs which I have come across. So prone to degradation. What this company did was, they brought into form of with an effervescent base. Now with that effervescent base, what you had, effervescent base, you had a combination of effervescent base, which is, that itself controls the acidity, and the drug. It became an overnight sensation. It was able to challenge multinational companies. Unfortunately for us, the price control killed the technology. Then we also have a recent example. I'll give you the diclofenac injection. Now diclofenac injection, if you go a decade back, one of the most popular drug was Voviron injection, which was made by a multinational company called Novartis. Now what this company I'm very big fan of this company called Troika in Ahmedabad. What this company did was, this 3 ml ampule they reduced to a 1 ml ampule. Number one. Number two, from a non-aqueous base, they converted into a aqueous base. Most important, when Voviron injection was given, there was a pain at the site of injection. It is an intramuscular injection. Now this company, what they did was, there was no pain at the site of the injection. And it is also possible to give you by a IV route. These are the kind of small innovation which we need to do. Now today, Voviron is not available in the market. It is almost dead. And this drug is available globally and it is more than a 500 crore brand. Have you heard of this product? These are the all small innovations which we can do. Abhi Delhi dur nahi hai. We can do all this innovation, and this, is it very difficult? This is from our own knowledge which we would have learned during our B.Pharm, M.Pharm days. There are other small innovations like what has happened in India, these are disposable tablets. And in my own company, and let me go to the ranitidine tablet. What we did was in 1996, this drug, as I told you, it was a very sensitive product. What we did is, from a non-aqueous granulation, we worked with our suppliers, and what we did was, we converted that into a direct compression tablet. Imagine the kind of benefit what I had. And we were doing a huge amount of business with that. Now, these are some of the kind of opportunities what our pharmaceutical knowledge brings you. And this is what the world requires from you. When I say all these things, what I want you to understand is, especially to the faculty, you do all kind of innovation. You should be very passionate about your innovation, but then also understand that whether the market needs it. You please understand, you be in the place of your customer or the patient, whether the patient needs it. I gave you example of the Dynapar AQ injection. The most important factor was, there was a pain at the site of the injection. I remember diclofenac injection, kids were hating to take that particular injection. Now this is what the company did, they recognized what is the unmet needs. This is what we require. You might be passionate about your innovation, but then whether is it meeting the unmet needs of your patients, whether the patient requires. Please understand and do this kind of research where, and I am sure there are a lot of theses lying in your libraries. I think please take out, and as a industry association forum, we can give you a platform where you bring all those innovation to us in form of a abstract or something, and we will help you reach out to companies and commercialize those kind of innovations. I think this is what is the need of the hour, and the India is going to go very long way if we have to reach our objectives. India will be, and I'm telling you, whether you like it or not, India in terms of pharmacy in next few years is going to be the number one. India will rule the world. This is the kind of soft power the India has. Having said that, I congratulate all the new graduates once again. Congratulate all the proud patients, proud parents, and congratulate the university for doing such a wonderful work, and what I am sure next decade and time to come is going to be here. Thank you for inviting me here. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Thank you, sir. Your wisdom and presence has made this graduation day truly memorable. I now request the dignitaries on the dais to kindly felicitate Mr. Harish Kejul. demonstrated exceptional commitment and contribution to society. His journey began as an NSS volunteer, showcasing remarkable dedication to community services and sportsmanship. With a wealth of experience, he currently serves as the emergency pharmacy in charge at Almas Hospital, Kottakkal. Please join me in congratulating the first distinguished alumni, Mr. Muhammad Adil C. I now request esteemed guests on the dais to come forward and felicitate Mr. Muhammad Adil C. I would like to request Mr. Muhammad Adil C. to share a few words with the audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues and honored guests, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude for this recognition. It is both humbling and exhilarating to stand before you today. This college has given me a lot of wonderful opportunities and I met a lot of wonderful people. I would like to all staffs of YPCRC, starting with Dean of Yanapoya Pharmacy College and Research Center, Gulzar sir, and all the mentors who provided guidance to me when my path was unclear, and to my friends who have been my backbone, and to my beloved family who gave unconditional support. Now I am working as emergency pharmacy in charge at Almas Hospital. Finally, I would like to thank God. He gave me more than what I could ever have imagined. Alhamdulillah. Thank you once again for this honor.
Thank you, Adil. Now, I call upon our second awardee from BPharm 2018 batch, Mohammad Safwan, onto the stage. Mark in the field of pharmaceuticals, currently working with Dr. Nutrition LLC UAE, the largest medicinal and nutritional supplement company in the Middle East. His list of accolades is truly impressive. He has been honored with the Inspired Award by the Department of Science and Technology, New Delhi, India, and has received the Gold Medal for Academic Excellence in BPharm. His achievements extend to national level talent search examination, state level art competitions, and numerous cultural art and sports events. I would like to invite our esteemed guest on the dais to come forward and felicitate Mr. Muhammad Safwan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my extreme privilege and honor to stand before you as the recipient of Best Alumni Award from YPCRC Yanapoya University. Truly a dream come true moment for me. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to my teachers, my parents, my institution that played a vital role in shaping my academic and professional journey. Yanapoya. Yanapoya gave me a lot more than I expected. I learned, I laughed, I made and experienced most beautiful things over here and still cherish every bit of those moments and memories. My time over here, my journey here was a transformative phase of my life from zero to here. Not only gain knowledge but also imbibe moral values, ethics, life lessons, also social responsibility towards society. I am proud. I am proud to be part and parcel of this prestigious institution that molded me into a person I am today. I am forever grateful to my teachers who are an essential inspirational source that enable us to a person of dignity, discipline and determination today. Thank you so much for igniting our thoughts, guiding, molding us, boosting our inner confidence. And my dear juniors, congratulations. A small piece of advice. I advise you to do justice with your time. When it comes to enjoying your college life, live it to the fullest. And when it comes to study, give it your 100%. Trust me, your dedication, your hard work, your perseverance pays a lot. I wish you a very bright future ahead. And lastly, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to my parents, my friends, my fellow mates, my mentors, who stood by me, who supported throughout this journey. This honor, this award, not only recognizes my effort, but also a reflection of a collective support and encouragement I have received. Thank you. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Safwan. These two alumni have not only excelled in their professional careers, but also maintained a strong connection with our college. Their achievements and contributions are truly inspiring, reflecting the values and spirit of our institution. Let's give another round of applause for Mr. Muhammad Adil C. and Mr. Muhammad Safwan, the distinguished alumni of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Tyreen Taj, Chairperson of Alumni Committee at Anikkoya Pharmacy College and Research Center. And once again, congratulations Mr. Adil C. and Muhammad Safwan for this prestigious award, Distinguished Alumni Award 2023. Moving forward, Anikkoya Pharmacy College and Research Center, established in the year of 2017, has achieved several milestones in the short span of years that can be counted in the field of academics, research and several other activities including the National Service Scheme. It won't be wrong to say that this all couldn't have been possible without our leader, whose continuous effort, dedication and uncountable sleepless nights to reach this greater height. He is none other than our beloved Principal and Dean of Anikkoya Pharmacy College and Research Center, Dr. Muhammad Gulzar Ahmed Sir. This continuous support of Sir has made it for the faculties and the students to reach the greater heights in their career.
On this momentous occasion, we are excited to introduce not one but two publications that encapsulate the essence of our academic journey and the promise of what lies ahead. The College Magazine is a vibrant mosaic of stories, achievements and memories, a testament to the diverse talents and experiences that have shaped our college community. Additionally, our training and placement brochure is a beacon of opportunities, showcasing the outstanding accomplishments and the prospects of our graduates. Together, these publications represent the past, present and the future of our institution. I would now like to call upon the chairperson and convener of the Student Council Committee to distribute the College Magazine to the dignitaries on the dais. would like to call upon the chairperson and convener of the Training and Placement Cell to release the Placement Brochure 2023. I would like to request our guest of honor to do the honors.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning to one and all. First of all, it's a happy moment for YPCRC family because it is celebrating its second graduation day. And many of the parents witnessed in the year 2019, I think in the same place, they came for making admission for their wards, son and daughter, for B.Pharm and D.Pharm program at our university. I want to thank very importantly the parents who kept faith on Yanapaya Deemed to be University and they decided that they will admit their son and daughter to one of the upgrowing university of the country, that is Yanapaya Deemed to be University. For the information of the parents and the students, our university in the year 2023 stands the number 85th in All India ranking out of 850 universities. And last year we have secured the youngest university of Karnataka, again from the government of Karnataka, for the various achievements as well as the academic upliftments doing by our university. I also want to thank, a special thanks, along with the parents, I want to thank especially for the mothers who are here today to witness a graduation ceremony and also share their joy as her son and daughter are receiving this graduation certificates. I have mentioned about a special thanks for mother because mothers are a unique creation created by Almighty, and she is entirely different and always protective for their kids. And she also always wanted to be present whenever any joy moments are there for their son and daughter. And if at all, if any mistakes committed by their son and daughter, they always wanted to prevent. Now also you can see a good number of mothers are there when compared to fathers in the audience. Hats off to you all mothers, today they are present. And even for the admission, even for the parents-teacher meeting or any program, we always observe that a more number of mothers are there when compared to father. I am remembering one incident where a Sahaba asked Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, peace be upon him, he asked about that. If I want to show a gratitude for one person in the world, to whom should I? The Prophet said, it is your mother. He asked again, who is after my mother? The Prophet again said, it is your mother. Third time also, when Sahaba asked, who is after mother? Prophet said again, he is your mother. When fourth time he asked, who is next after mother? That time he told, it is your father. The value what the Almighty is given for mother is so precious, and that is the reason we always tell that the heaven is there in the fruits of mother. So hats off to all mothers, because without saying anything they'll understand everything by their children. Just one incident I wanted to mention, that mother is one, she will understand her kid's problem without asking anything. A small 6-year-old child says, Mama, I love you. When Mama says that, already she understood that, no, already chocolate is given for you, no. Again chocolate will not be given again. A same 16-year-old boy is going to ask, Mama, I love you. She said that pocket money is already given, now I am not going to give pocket money again extra. A 26-year-old boy asks, Mama, I love you. She tells that, who is that girl, where is she, वो कहाँ रहती है, किधर रहती है. A 36-year-old boy or a man is going to ask, Mama, I love you. She tells that, मैं बोला था ना पहले ही, उससे शादी मत करना. And a 46-year-old guy is going to ask, Mama, I love you. Mother will say that, मैं कुछ पेपर पे साइन नहीं करूंगी. Why I told this incident means, mother is the one, she knows everything about their children without asking. That is the reason she is going to feed whenever her baby is hungry. I congratulate all the graduates for both the D.Pharm and B.Pharm. Maybe you are thinking that studying a theory class, doing the practical may be so difficult, attending the practice school may be a difficult task, or doing a research project may be a difficult task. Dear graduates, I think that's all is so easy. The real difficulty will start from today onwards. Because till now, your parents were there to support, and in the college your teachers were there to support. And today onwards, you need to work independently, whatever the forms. Usually what happens, as soon as you are graduated, we have a confusion or to select what should I. So till now, first semester B.Pharm, second semester B.Pharm, what is next after third semester, fourth semester, seventh semester, now almost you completed your 8th semester, you are graduate now. What is next after my B.Pharm? As sir was mentioning, Harish Jain was mentioning that ample of opportunities are there. So India is called as the pharmacy of the world. In the COVID, the only one country supplied to more than 80% of the countries a COVID vaccine or any vaccine for the COVID situation is only one, it is India. Thanks to Serum Institute of India as well as Bharat Biotech, done a wonderful job. And who are all those people? They are actually the pharmacists. Now you are entering into the pharma field. My suggestion, you please choose wisely what is next after your B.Pharm. Always there may be confusion. You have to decide whether I have to go to higher education or I have to go to job. There is a theory called as divergent theory and convergent theory. So what this divergent theory says means, lot of options is going to give, and convergent theory you need to come and select one option out of many options. See, for example, let us take two options. I want to go for higher studies or I want to go for job. Please choose wisely. If you have your parents knows about that, take their advice. If you have the teachers, if you think that they can able to guide, please talk to them and take a decision. Let us imagine you wanted to go for higher education. Again the question comes, what I need to study? I need to go for M.Com, or should I go for MBA, or should I go for PharmD post-baccalaureate, or can I go for IAS, or can I take up IPS? Lot of things are there to study again. There again, you need to have a clear vision what you wanted to be after few years. If you want to go for job, again you have to think, shall I go for pharma industry, can I go for production, can I go for CRO, I want to go for quality control, can I work in hospital, can I go for clinical, lot. You can meet after this program also, Mr. Harish Jain is there, he is working more than 3 decades in pharmaceutical industry, he knows every nook and corner of the pharmaceutical industry. So therefore, you need to select the best of best for you. Fine, you have selected, somebody selected the pharma profession, fine, and somebody don't want to do, fine, their degree may be B.Pharm, but they want to go for something else, a new thing. That's what we are observing the present generation, cross-professional careers. Maybe you are B.Pharm, but you wanted to go for music industry. You are a B.Pharm, but you want to go for a sports industry. Many people are there, because at the end, I want you to tell that what you want to do, that only you start doing that. Many examples are there, their hobbies become their passion and the passion becomes the profession. So therefore, if you want to go for pharma industry, yes of course, or you want to go for higher education, fine, or still you want other than this also, always options are there. So choose wisely. I am requesting the parents also, don't discourage your son and daughter to go for a specific profession if they are not making for that. If they decided to go for something else, please encourage, because they can excel and they can do the best in that. Two advices from my side, as I have seen, and in the academic career approximately nearly 3 decades. Now you are entering in a challenging field where many people are there, and daily you are going to have many kind of hurdles. You need to overcome that. The survey says that you are individually very good, you can excel individually, but when you go for a job, you need to work in a team. So therefore, my request for all of you is, please learn to act as a team player rather than individually, because alone it is not possible to do anything in the world. A very good number of examples are there where bigger companies are coming and closer and merger. Many big industries are coming closer, they are becoming the merger, and even our own banks, you can see that many banks are merger, because for various reasons alone it is not possible to do any kind of venture. So therefore, I want you to take a team player, is very much important, and you please learn that. So if you are not a team player, you will be separated from the group, then you are going to feel lonely, and loneliness leads to depression, and the depression leads to the suicidal attempts. A recent article, I think in the convocation also, the Chief Guest Dr. Azad Mopen sir is mentioning about that 9.5% of deaths, total number of deaths, in that 9.5% is only because of suicide, and out of that 99% are youth, and the major reason is a depression. Don't you think that the stress is there only for you people? No. Everyone working in different capacity. Don't you think the stress is not there for our today's chief guest? Nothing is there. He is a principal and dean, he can do. Everything is automatically running. Just he has to come and sign. No. Mr. Harish Jain is already a owner of a company, is a director of the company. Just has to come and go. No. Think the example of the Mukesh Ambani, the richest person of India also. He is also having some kind of stress. No, we need to develop how to manage the stress. In many lot of different methods are there. You can adopt, you can go for meditation, you want to go for yoga, you can offer 5 times of prayer, it's also a type of meditation. Reciting the holy book, it's also one type of meditation. Please do that and maintain your mental health, because that's very much important for your work, your family, your company, wherever you are working, and most importantly, you are a big asset for our country because you are qualified. While maintaining mental health, I also appeal all of you to maintain your physical health also. Nowadays we are observing the youth, the kids, the graduates and the college studying students so fond of taking the food which is not good for the health. It may be a junk food, it may be highly oily food, it may be the bakery items, or it may be the different kinds of cold drinks. It leads to a serious health hazard for you. In India itself, out of many diseases, 37% of people are dying mainly because of cardiac disease presently. And out of 37%, around 80% of people died because of improper food habits or life habits what they are following. For that reason, the 37% are dying because of the cardiac problems. You are already qualified, you know that which is good or bad. You need to educate your family members and your neighborhood so that they can also aware the use of the proper food. And even the physical fitness or physical exercise is also very much important, and it's going to keep you always fit and always positivity. And therefore, dear graduates, now you are going to a next level of field where you need to work in a different capacities. Who knows, after 10 years, among one of you, as sir is mentioning rightly about that, a great entrepreneur, or we can also call you as a chief guest on one of the graduation day, where you stand a high in position. To go for highest the position, you need to first make yourself fit mentally, physically, so that you can excel in that. And lastly, the graduates, now till yesterday you are the students of YPCRC, and tomorrow onwards you are the proud alumni. As a responsible alumni, I am requesting on behalf of YPCRC that please always be connected with your alma mater, and whenever you are visiting, if you are in abroad also, whenever you are visiting the country, visiting Mangalore, please come, see once how your alma mater is growing, suggest something, your feedback is highly appreciable. As sir is mentioning about that, you can come and give some lecture also, and what are the challenges presently in pharmaceutical industry, or wherever you are working, what are the opportunities in abroad, what are the competitive exams. So you should be a role model for your juniors. And last, you should be a responsible citizen of our country, because at present in the world, India is the only country so having more than 60% of the population is a youth population, and it is a great asset for our country. And you are going to work again in pharma field, as already we are in number 3rd with respect to volume and 14th with respect to value. In whole world, any medicine, a third medicine consumed by any patient of any part of the world, it is manufactured from India. So therefore, please be proud that you are a pharmacist, and proud that you are the alumni of Yenapoya Deemtiri University. I once again congratulate all the graduates, and thanks for the parents who accepted our invitation and came here for gracing this occasion. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
We extend our sincere gratitude to our principal for this insightful and inspiring address. Sir, your words have resonated with us and set a profound tone for this special day and special occasion. Thank you so much, sir, for your wisdom and guidance. Moving forward, now I'd like to request our presiding officer of graduation ceremony 2023, our beloved principal sir, to dissolve the graduation ceremony 2023. Thank you so much, sir. So as we move forward the closing remarks, let's carry with us spirit of the day, one of unity, knowledge and boundless possibilities.
I am delighted to invite a distinguished
faculties and parents and graduates. With great feelings, I stand here to read closing remarks of Graduation Day 2023. Graduates, your academic success is not just a product of your individual efforts. Rather, it is a result of sustained and collective commitment of many people who are here today. We have distinguished faculties, HODs, who are dedicated to teach and teaching our students as a partner in the quest of knowledge and greater understanding. Today, this tradition itself symbolizes that their commitment to sharing their knowledge with others while they continue search for truth and wisdom. We also have our supporting staff who equally contribute to you, college and university success. I request you all to please give a round of claps to all the people and teachers, those who played very important role in your life. On behalf of organizing committee, college and university, our sincere gratitude to Honorable Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Registrar, and a person who is known as Dynamic Principal, Dr. Mohammad Gulzar, who care deeply for your success and for college success. And the commitment, they are the source of strength for all of us. We thank for their commitment and support towards everyone's success. We also have people, special people with us today. Our chief guest, Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar, Principal, JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysore, and guest of honor, Mr. Harish K. Jain, Embiotic, Bangalore, who guided you all by sharing their experience and advise you all to go ahead with courage and look back with smile. We thank you all the guests for your valuable advice and for your valuable time sharing with us. We also have a special people with us today with us, your family members and friends who always supported you whatever you have done. Today or tomorrow, they will be with you all. We thank all our parents, those who are joined here. We thank Alumni Committee for organizing Alumni Meet 2023. We thank all media people, media committee, PRO for good coverage of this program. We thank N-Media, IT Department, Transport and Food Committee for their support in conducting today's event. We thank Graduation Committee, local organizing committee members, volunteers for successful organizing and conducting Graduation Day 2023. Finally, I congratulate once again to all the graduates. And I just want to share one story. Your situation now is like you are just standing in front of a balloon seller, where you can see a lot of different colors of balloons, different shape of balloons. I just want to tell you, like, it doesn't matter what color you choose or what shape you choose. It matters is what is filled inside. That takes that balloons to greater height. Graduates, be good and do good whatever you do. Speak the truth always. Remember, it's not your aptitude, it's your attitude that decides your altitude tomorrow. Thank you and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. Life brings tears, smiles, and memories. The tears dry, the smiles fade, but the memories last forever.
And so, to keep this moment amongst all of us, I would like to request all our graduates to come batch-wise for a photo session. Starting with the B.Pharm batch of 2020, followed by the B.Pharm 2019 batch, and our alumni, faculty and the non-teaching staff.